Hello YouTube. It's me, Severin again. It's about check my imaginary watch here. It's about 7 in the morning. I haven't slept. I did take a shower though, so that's on the list of things I did do today. Brush my teeth. I'm eating a snack, granola bar, sweet and salty, because it's delicious. I had some thoughts while in the shower, which is something that is very dangerous for me to do. Mostly because most of my thoughts are inconsequential at best and kind of rambly and awful at most. But here's a sitch. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes in your life. Um, just a whole lot of them. Of course, you're gonna get better at making those mistakes and start not making those mistakes. But for a really long time, you're gonna make so many mistakes and it's gonna feel like hell all of the time. Because, like, especially with just like this culture of being on the internet and being on the internet from a very young age when you're very impressionable and stupid and have no critical thinking skills. Like, you're just like, okay, I guess I've absorbed this information, time to mirror it out at literally everyone else forever. um, so yeah, I just wanted to talk about like some of the mistakes I've made. This isn't really like a warning to anyone, it's just kind of like uh, uh, if you've made a mistake, just not don't worry about it. Like, you will make mistakes and you'll continue to make mistakes, and as long as you're kind of gracious about it and like take the criticism like fairly and accept it and be like, okay, I fucked up, I'm so sorry, I will try very hard, all of my energy, to never make that mistake again. Because usually when it's online, you end up hurting a lot of people and you end up getting hurt by a lot of people. And this is something I wanted to touch on, because there's always these kids who think that they will know everything and continue to know everything forever, and then they make a mistake, of course, and then they think that they're the worst and deserve to die, which is also not true. And Yeah, so over my internet journey, it's a journey. That's what my therapist told me to say. No. Um, through my journey, I have both been taken advantage of by people much older than me, um, and also have to some extent taken advantage of people younger than me, people way more impressionable than me, people who looked up to me, people who thought that I knew the most and I was the best and was very cool just because of some skill or talent or charisma. I don't know what, but I have, yeah, it's basically like you're gonna get fucked up and you're gonna fuck up other people, and that's just kind of how it is. Um, so yeah, I've been pursued by people much older than me from the age of 14 and up, which is unironically and uncoincidentally when I did start being more online, thanks to um, just general depression and alienation from my peers. So I was on the internet a lot, and I ended up making friends with the Kasana community, which, saved my life, but also there was a lot of untasteful people there. Um, from people from age 16 to 21 who, I don't remember if I lied about my age, probably not, because I was stupid. I also didn't lie about, well, I lied about my name after a while, but I did lie about where my location was, because that was the big thing. And all the thing, don't tell anyone where you're from. Don't tell anyone who your family is. So all they knew about me was my first name, my first legal name, which I'm not gonna mirror here. If you grew up with me, you definitely know it. I would advise you to forget it. I will not be going by that name ever again. Um, yeah, so they knew my first name, and we voice chat a lot, and we draw each other Sonic characters, and he was super fun, and they were also super fucking crazy and awful to me. Those are not mutually exclusive things. Like, good things happen and bad things happen. I'm saying, um, it was thanks to that, and naivety, and just a general immaturity. Like, I wasn't very mature. I was very mature in some areas, but very not mature in other places. And so that followed me up until like, so it was like 14, 15, 16, 17. And like getting a little older, not prepared for any of the shit that was happening because I'm just not prepared. Um, so I start hanging out with people who I feel like I match emotionally and mentally. So it's like I start hanging with 17-year-olds, and then I start hanging out with 16-year-olds, and I start hanging with 14-year-olds. And when I'm like 17, I meet a 14-year-old on a chat site, Homestuck chat site. You probably know what it is. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and we hit it off, and we were like really cool friends for like a year and a half. And then I turned 18, at which point I started becoming very uncomfortable with our very close friendship. And um, like, I'm not saying it was a good decision, and I'm not saying that I was smart for encouraging it, but there's only so many things. Like, we were very, you know, how it is. I'm not gonna say the true nature of this because I'm pretty sure they don't want that to be said anywhere, even though I'm not saying names. So, I started being very uncomfortable with that, and they were super pissed because they thought it was hypocritical of me to suddenly turn around as soon as my 18th birthday was coming up to kind of like turn them back. They were like 15 at this point, and I was turning 18, so you can see why I was kind of uneasy about it, considering my past with the same kind of shit. Um, so that was a huge backlash, and I don't think our friendship was ever the same after that. Um, like, it just wasn't the same. Like, I just started being more and more comfortable with them, and like just our opinions clashed. Like, they were very much getting into like the whole like Reddity, 4channy, like kind of like right side of it, and I'm kind of like more to the left, definitely. So like things would pop up and they'd ask my opinions on things, like obviously expecting me to like get involved in the discourse I had no interest in because I've been there and I'm fucking over it. Like I started growing up. With the help of my therapist, who I've been seeing for over a year now, and basically is the reason I'm so like good now. I have ADHD medication. I have antidepressants. Like, I've been growing up extremely quickly in uh in very very quickly in opposition to how slowly I was like growing up before that point. So I started going to therapy, and it basically like, you do not know what it's like to be able to get all that shit off of you. Like, you just hold on to this shit for so long, and you're just holding it in spite and anger and for so long, and it just takes everything over. And I did not grow, and I did not learn, and I kept making the same mistakes. I kept pissing off the same people for the same reasons. I was a terrible, disgusting little brat. I tried, but I was not a good person. I was manipulative. I was an asshole. I was self-righteous. I thought I knew everything. But the point is, I'm not in that contact with the people anymore and the person who's like that anymore because I'm growing. I did eventually have to block that person and their friends because I just couldn't handle like that part of my past just weighing on me all the time after I'd already like taken all these steps to move on and grow up, like become, if not an adult, then closer than I've ever been in my whole life. Um, so, and I've made many mistakes, and I've probably hurt those people, and I've hurt myself, and I have been hurt. But the point of the matter is that you will grow up, and you will learn, and you will be more amazing than you could ever imagine. And I'm here for you. Not personally, because you probably have no idea who I am. I don't know how you found this video, and if you did, I really appreciate watching it to this point. We're at 9 minutes and 50 seconds, so that's amazing. I'm glad you watched it. But you're gonna find people who are there for you, and you're gonna find people who are gonna love you as much as you deserve to be loved, and that's amazing. And if you fuck up, take it, just accept that you fucked up. Apologize firstly, sincerely apologize to the people that you fucked up at. Um, Move on. Don't ignore it, but just like take it and okay, I fucked up. I'm gonna make steps to never do that shit again. We're gonna be cool now. It'll take a lot longer than that probably. What's the fucking granola bar? I told you it was awesome and it backfired on me. You can't trust anyone. Just kidding. You're gonna trust a lot of people and you're always gonna just be full of love, and I'm so happy about that. So anyway, thanks for listening to my ramble. Thank you for tuning in. Don't subscribe to me. I don't know what I'm talking about ever, but thank you again. Bye.